So up next is the conversation with Michel Weatherall and an event you want to get the details about. Get the pens and get the notepads, get your recording devices handy. This is an event you're going to want to support if you're able to do so. First of all, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Jeff?
All right. Well, you're no stranger to CKCU. We've got Michel Weatherall, independent author, on Zoom with us here at Tuesday Special Blend. I see Michel Weatherall. Once again, you've got something going on, and this time the city is behind you. The city of Ottawa is behind you, and specifically the Byward Market. It's a big event coming up that we want our CKCU listeners to be aware of. Tell me, how did this latest event come about? Let's let everybody in on what's happening, because it's coming up soon. It'll be this coming Saturday in the Byward Market. So
normally every year the Byward Market does something they call the Authors Market, and it runs all summer. Local authors can sign up. You get a kiosk, show up. It's a great opportunity, a lot of traffic. But because of COVID, things changed. And they were sitting in the back waiting for a while to make an announcement. What they decided to do this year is, rather than have it run all summer, they're going to have one event run this Saturday coming up on the 15th. And it was going to be for 6 authors only. And each of them would have their own kiosk rather than sharing one, so that they can keep distancing and still have that opportunity to get people that write books out there. Right now, the 6 are myself, Laurie Campbell, Anna Mayette, I think I'm saying that right, Seymour Hamilton, Evelyn H. Lazar, and Michelle Sabat. Those are the 6 that are going to be there. And it runs on the 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And so that's a Saturday.
That's a Saturday, yeah.
And people are gathering again in the Byward Market. So this will be a daytime event, rain or shine?
Rain or shine.
But it's one day versus a whole summer. That hardly seems fair.
There's talk about, if it's successful, they'll revisit doing another one. Because, I mean, in all fairness, they have to kind of manage, everybody's trying to manage what's going on with the pandemic as well. And they're trying to look at getting people out there, because at the end of the day, the economy does still have to reopen. But we need to be smart and safe about it. So it's to find that balance point in there.
So you're going to have a 6-foot table or a 2-meter table, whatever the dimension of tables. And then
there's a kiosk or a tent over top.
And you'll all collectively get the word out. And here you are leveraging. And right. I offered the chance for you to pop onto CKCU to let everyone know. Very quickly, just to wrap this up for our CKCU listeners, what type of literature, what type of work can they pick up from Michel Weatherall's kiosk? Anything new?
Most of my stuff is weird fiction or horror. I mean, I've got 3 new launches this year alone. There's a, what's the first one called? Symphonies of Horror. It's a collection from H.P. Lovecraft that's out. I'm also marketing Darkness Falls. It's the Symbiote Trilogy box set. And this one has quite a bit in it. It's going to be 4 books in it, over 1,100 pages of reading material. The first 2 purchases actually will get a pair of tickets for Yuck Yuck with value of $30 each. And this Thin Places is not in print yet, but it is available as an ebook. Not to mention all the rest of the other material. There'll still be the books of poetry, the entire series on its own. If people just want to get the first books in it, they'll all be there.
What methods of payment can people acquire your goods with in the Byward Market?
From myself, I mean, we'll be taking cash. We'll also have a contactless tap for Square. So if you want to pay by debit or credit card, you just tap it, and that's the end of the story.
Now, the location in the Byward Market, you're going to be right amongst the vendors of fresh cut flowers, sweet corn, and you'll have your own leaves of literature.
You got it. That's the way it's going to be.
Well, that's exciting. And what do you think the measure of success is going to be for the Byward Market to give you guys another shot or give other authors more access?
That's a good question. I'm hoping more so, because, I mean, the one thing I've always liked in Ottawa is I think there's a rich literary talent in the city. It's just a matter of getting those venues to get it out. And the Byward Market's one of those awesome venues that does it successfully. I'm not sure what I'm going to expect this year, because everything's different, right? But it should be good. I mean, we're getting some exposure, and we'll go from there. Maybe
you could hire the town crier, someone with a big voice to read out a passage every. How many hours are you going to be there?
5, 10 to 3. What's that? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 hours.
So you
On
can
the
do
hour.
five live, like 1 minute barking performances.
That would work. I know
Okay?
him, and he's a friend of mine on Facebook, so let's try that.
I think so. So
That's
Michel
fantastic.
Weatherall, it's this Saturday. What's the title of the event? And
I guess that they're calling it Authors Market.
all right. And if you were, do you know exactly like where you're going to be? You're going to be
I don't
facing
know
a certain.
exactly. I'm going to say that front area in George Street where the chairs and the tables were. That's my guess.
But you of course are a master of social media. You will let everybody know if you get moved around and you're outside the. Thanks very much, Michel. Good luck this Saturday. So we'll.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. Look out, check out the show page, CKCU-FM.com. Tuesday special blend. We'll put as many of the links up as we can for the author showcase happening this Saturday in the Byward Market. The times again, Michel, one more time. The time.
It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
All right. Well, get down there and support your independent author and the independent writing community here in Ottawa. Thanks, Michel.
Thanks, Jeff.